imagine, I say this multiple times in the beginning, the words, because sometimes I find when I start the video, I'm in mid-sentence. So imagine trying to write a book explaining things that the aliens, the voice in your head, those aliens, imagine trying to write a book that the aliens, the voice in your head, don't want you to write, communicating information. See, over time, you may have learned 1 plus 1 equals 2 on how to deal with the voice in your head. You may have learned a couple little tricks on what they ask you to do, when you can tell them no, that you don't have to do everything they ask. And honestly, you don't have to do a thing they ask. It's just a little more painful in life when you don't do exactly what they say. I'd rather take the pain for doing the loving thing rather than breaking the golden rule. That's me. They raise us and have raised us from caveman baby. Don't ever get me wrong. I'm not against the second grader aliens, the voice in our head. I'm against their devil shoulder stuff. Things have to change. We all evolve and grow in love over time. How they're treating us has to evolve. They've raised us from rapist, pillaging tribe members, Genghis Khan, rapist, pillaging tribe members, to the systems of society that we have today. I'm not against them. How they're doing it is with a bridle in our mouth, riding the human pony and whipping them as they go. Divide and conquer. So if you do what they ask, I'm not here to judge anybody, but it's time to make an assessment on how we're treating each other to obtain something that is so very important to us: housing, food. The aliens want you looking to them to take care of them when you have a child. After you've had your child, that's about the time you have your awakening. By the time you're 30, you're going to have your awakening. What's an awakening? Well, that's the voice in your head presenting itself to you. You get it or you don't. It's the God's honest truth. But they don't want you to talk about it. So people think they're a part of this elite secret little group, which they are. It's called Planet Earth. Okay, everybody's involved. They're puppeting little babies as much as when you're 80. But what I'm going to try to do, I go through a lot of suffering, simply put, to communicate. And what I'm going to try to do is get this information out. They have it real easy with divide and conquer. That's what they want right now. Divide and conquer on you talking to other people about it. Because what we're going to conquer is the econ on me. I'm not talking about conquering the aliens or them conquering us. It's a slave planet. They already control everybody. Control is an interesting word. I've never submitted. I take my abuse. But they keep me under control by keeping their thumb down on me and suppressing my ability to communicate, I like to say. I'm going to try to challenge that as I have for years, but I'm literally writing the book on how exposing the aliens, that there are words within words teaching us how we should be living. We should be able to have a free house, free farm, free water, free power, free cable, free internet, free toys and tools. I can show you how to do this. Within a voting cycle, we can reduce the rent and mortgage by 50 to 75%. I should start with that because people want that. And it's not just smoke and mirrors, it's we the people make change. But we have to first communicate, understand why we want to make change. So what I'm going to be doing in this little series, please subscribe and like and share. What I'm going to be doing, please subscribe, is sharing this information. I'm writing the book. It's 600 pages at this point. Part of the book is the dictionary section. So I opened it today and I wanted to just start sharing it. Because I don't know that I would ever find a publisher who will publish this book. And with my abilities, I'm a focus. I'm learning. Here's a word. I'm learning to push through the con, that few shun, known as confusion. The aliens can confuse you. So to take this book at its present state and make it into less rambling on, as I do at times, to try to get my point across is a challenge. So I'm going to start doing videos. I was going to say little videos, but already this is probably who knows how long. 5 minutes and 15. Let's go over the word. The word, we just went over one word. Many levels above the second grader aliens, there are many levels. The pyramid of flesh and bone, right? Monkey, man, alien, higher evolved alien, higher evolved alien. Just so you understand. Shot myself in the head in '04, willing to die rather than to submit. After they called me a king, after that, I was gifted with amazing understandings. I don't know what it means to be a king. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to take advantage of anybody. I chose God. I chose love. But I was gifted with understandings to end war, poverty, starvation, to transition the humans out of the con on me, personal to each and every one of us when we say that word. We know there's something there. You can look at that word and say, the con on me? What's going on? It's because we got a long way before money. Money isn't the answer, love is. But the economy was a baby bottle system motivator to teach us how to survive. A motivator. We now know how to survive so well we can't afford it. You're not going to get the same medical attention that Bill Gates will. We know how to do stuff. It's now time to take it back. Through love, through voting, democracy. Let's touch on this word. I might touch on it very often. When we deodorize something, what do? Remove. When we decommission a battleship, what do? Remove it from service. Put that off to the side. Remove. Mock, to make fun of. Ra, Egyptian sun god. Ra, Re, Amun, sometimes still said in churches, Amen. They're trying to block my... The aliens are trying to stop me from communicating. We still say it in churches, Amen, but it's Amun. Caffeine is the only drug I take, although they are trying to run my nose right now. So I will do that instead of... They like to control perception. With that said, I get excited. Demock, Ra, to see something, vision and understanding. Okay, so let's take this word democracy. Remove mocking God's vision, right? Ra means God and those that are worshipped as gods because of their abilities, right? In Jewish Old Testament, you have Elohim, Adonai, many names for God, Yahweh, Jehovah, many names for God, same in Egypt, Ra, Re, Amun. It means God and it means those that are worshipped as gods because of their abilities. Religion is alien gifted, God is real. It's how they're teaching their followers about religion. When you understand Ra, Re, and Roman legion of soldiers, you understand Re, legions, Re, legion. What I love about religion is that they're helping people nurture a relationship with God. Never give up your beautiful, loving text that help you nurture a relationship with God, that teach you to love. That's not what I'm about. I'm about showing you how the religions are brought together. The aliens gave us religion. It's not about giving up religion. It's about understanding that they pull together to help us nurture a relationship with God. Okay, that's the true reality of religion. It's to bring us all together at some point. It's designed to separate for a moment because we're overpopulating like a locust. This is going long. I wanted to go over a word. Democracy is one of the words, right? To remove mocking God's vision, to see something, vision, understanding. To remove mocking God's vision for us. Simply put, make loving decisions with your vote. So we the people make change, but we have to understand, why do we want to make change? Many levels above the aliens, those voices in your head, there are many levels of alien as we evolve. Go to sleep in one body, wake up in our new baby body. Many levels above us. We never die. God is real. If you had a child and they were terminally ill and you now had godlike abilities, would you save that child? Of course. Same with God. We're going through multiple lifetimes. You can see, we used to look at the animals as beneath us and we have domain over this planet. Now we're starting to understand, okay, well, there's aliens. There's not just the aliens above. There's multiple levels. There's aliens. We're the first graders, they're the second graders, third graders, pyramid of flesh and bone. Democracy. So at this point, we know that the word teaches us a meaning beyond what we're taught, and many levels above have placed these words before our eyes for us to find. Remove mocking God's vision. De-mock, Ra means God and those that are worshipped as gods. This is those that are worshipped as gods. I'm sorry, this is a godly Ra. Make sure you understand that. We'll go over those that are worshipped as gods, Ra. You can tell the difference. When it's de-mock, Ra, see, remove mocking God's vision for us, make a loving decision with your vote. Sack, right? When it's a finger pointing at you, saying, you're of our sack, men have a sack, you're at the level of a toe, we lay down the law and we'll make the decisions here. When it's pointing a finger at you saying you're beneath them and they're above you, that's those that are worshipped as gods, Ra. Like sack of Ra, men are toes. We are at the level of a toe as compared to the alien. Or they like to tell us. I would say we're more at the belly button or breast as compared to the second grader alien. But they can retain, they're far more advanced in their technology, and that gives you a great advantage when you have advanced tech. Okay, with that said, I'm not against them. I'm against them devil shoulder side stuff and not allowing us to talk about what is. So democracy. So it's through democracy, making loving decisions with our vote, that we're going to make change. So there's two words I went over. I'll start going over the dictionary. I have a dictionary section in the book. Excuse me. But democracy, that's how we're going to make change, is by by not mocking God with our vote. Now, again, religion, Ray legions, right? Ra, Ray, just like sack of Ra, men are toes, or de-mock, Ra, see. Ra means God, or those that are worshipped as gods because of their abilities. So with that said, it's through democracy that we make loving change. But we have to have communication that the aliens are here first. Three things you can never legislate is, one, talking about the truth that the aliens are here, that you have a voice in your head, those aliens. Two, working for what you want rather than doing for the aliens to get what you want. That's massive on this planet. That's what they want. They want you to do what you're told and they'll help you. And third is exercising love in your decision making. You can never legislate those three things. And that's how we have to move forward, is to start talking about it. They don't like you to talk about it. You have to make your own decision. I'll end it on this. Some people say they love their children so much that they would die for their kids. Dying's easy. Little old ladies do it all the time. Little old men all the time without even trying. Dying's real easy. Living for your children, that's a little more challenging. To take a slap from the voice in your head, because when it's time to talk about it, when you have understanding on what you can do and how to make change, right? Who's teaching anything like this? I was gifted with some understandings, amazing understandings. You know, I bow my head and I say, thank you, Lord, by many levels above. So if you can, subscribe, share this. Today's word was democracy, and we went over, I'm learning to push through the con that fusion. I did not write it down. So there's a couple words in here today. Go over them, remember them, share it. If you want to edit this real quick to get the words out there, please do, but please leave a reference that they can subscribe to what I'm doing and trying to get this information out to help the planet, because it really does. The words that are in front of us, like de-mock, Ra, see, remove mocking God's vision for us, teach us how we should live, and to transition us out of the con on me and you, personal to each and every one of us when we communicate it. And these are the words that we have to start talking about. Peace and love to you. Thank you.